Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. Team in the country, the USC Trojans, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Canes will kick it away to start. And he's going to try to return this one. Nice job by the kickoff. He never had a chance to get it to the edge in first play of the game, and you're already behind the sticks.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Off the play fake. Makes the grab on the left. Turning it on. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Trojans used to be known for student body right, and they can still do that. But with quarterbacks like this, you want to put it up.
Yeah, I think they hung that up years ago when they started to find, big, strong quarterbacks that can throw the ball all over the yard. So I like the student body right, student body left, but that's a little old school for me there, RD.
To the air, it's Ncaa. Caught in the backfield, it's Sanders. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
And the Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. Snagged out of the air. He is delivering the blow while running the ball, and he gets it to the 39.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
The Trojans really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Gives it on the option. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. Under fire. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
How many times do you see receivers catch the ball and dance, and you get so annoyed because you're like, dude, do you see the yellow line? Go and get it. Really nice job by the receiver with the second effort, getting the extra yards and getting the first down.
And the Trojans started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. The Trojans trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. The pop pass gets popped behind the line for a loss.
A nice job by the defense with the edges. They try the touch pass on 1st and goal. Nice job setting the edge, not letting him get outside, making the good tackle, forcing 2nd down and goal.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. On the ground. And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
Control the ball on this opening drive. Play number 10 brings us to 3rd and goal. Looking downfield, it's Ncaa. Got it in the middle, it's Ncaa. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the 1st down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the 1st down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was. But now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these 4th downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. You want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
Using his legs, it's Fletcher. Finds a hole, and he'll pick up 6 out to the 8-yard line.
It's got to it off, get a push up front and go get positive yardage.
And the Canes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give to the back. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
This running back in the Miami backfield is deadly because of his speed. He's so elusive. You get the feeling like he could score any single time he has the ball. He gives the offense a lot of balance, but he gives them that home run ability too.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Fires to the big fella. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Catch in the middle, it's Bauman. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And the Canes are marching down the field. It's been a defensive battle through the 1st period, and the stats tell that tale. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that 1st quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. On the option. Breaks into the open. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29.
Positive plays. That's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the 1st down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
Back to pass, it's back. He fires to the left side. Got him downfield. Running free. Touchdown, Caves. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
For this offense, it was a bit of a feeling out process there in the first quarter, just trying to find their rhythm and find any holes in the defense they could. Here in the second quarter, they're getting aggressive. They found the matchup they wanted to take advantage of. One-on-one, the quarterback and his target link up for a huge score to finally get on the board.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Lemon. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard down 7-0. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. From the gun, the give, looking for room.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. It's Sanders. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job on the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Throws into the middle of the field. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Yeah, I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
And they're going to try to convert on 4th down, 1 for 2 so far today. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down, still going. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Finds his man. It's Jordan. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Quarterback just trying to spit it out to his running back in the flat there, but the defender all over him. As soon as he caught that football, he went down for a loss.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Mayaba. Dumps it off in the flats. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up 3rd down.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions. And then the pass rush, they win up front.
This is a gamble that could blow up in your face, going for it on 4th and long from their own 43. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the middle. And they can't connect, and the gamble. Not work out.
And I don't know how to explain that one. 4th down down and long, the percentages are low anyways, and on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. He'll ride his man on the option. There he goes. Nice job to keep it himself, find the first down marker, and move the change for this offense.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Quick completion on the out route. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Well, the play fake on the RPO bought the receiver some time to work himself open on the route. That was a man-to-man coverage on the defense. Nice job by the receiver putting his foot in the ground and separating.
The Hurricanes trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Quarterback making checks. On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
So they've got the lead. They can make it a 2-score game with a chip shot field goal, but instead, the offense is out there on 4th down. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here we go on 4th and goal, ground to cover. Back to throw, it's back. He's going for the goal line. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down, they were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
From his end zone, needs to be careful here.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what, you can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Fires to the wideout. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Off play action. Makes the grab. It's Strockett. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Well, they weren't able to gain a lot of real estate on that last completion deep down in their own end. If anything, if you're looking for a silver lining, I I guess the punter maybe has a little bit more room to try to get one off now on fourth.
And the Trojans will try to pick it up on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead, but with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end.
Touchdown, Miami! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
But how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a two-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
Ball will be placed at the 40 after that kick out of bounds. Looking to throw, it's Ncaa. The short hands, it's Lane. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. So that's going to do it here in the first half. Stay tuned for the halftime break. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half.
Oh, he's got some space. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. And the Hurricanes just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Quarterback moving. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And there's going to be a loss on that play, just run out of bounds and avoiding the contact.
Well, as a quarterback, you've got to know when the play is over, and you got to mitigate your losses. That time, he was just trying to do too much. He thought he was back in high school and everything was taken away. He could just pirouette, make a guy miss, and turn it into a home run. Nothing doing.
Trying to get behind the defense. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot there.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
The offense changing the play. On fourth down, going to the air. Pressure coming. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs.
You cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
Touch pass on the run. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. With a double-digit deficit here in the 2nd half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Turning it on! And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. The Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Ncaa. Grabbed over the middle, it's Strachan. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He's got an open man, and he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Trojans! How about the renaissance of the tight ends? Inline, flexed out, split out. They can do a little bit of everything.
They really can, and they're asked to block a lot of the times, too. But I'll tell you what, all the wide receivers out wide, the fancy toys, the fancy spread, don't forget about that tight end. He does a little bit of everything, and then you reward the big fella throwing the ball, and he catches, so he really can do a little bit of everything in an offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And we talk to teams week after week, and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that one.
He might want another play. To the air, it's Beck. It's complete to the left. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly.
Breaks into the open. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Really nice run there. You've seen him do this time and time again in this game so far. You've got the lead. We're way late in the 3rd quarter now. Not going to surprise me if they just keep leaning on this guy a little bit. Keep force-feeding him the football because he's looking really good.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop back.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. The throw to the outside is complete. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Hurricane! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not one, not two, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Out of the gun, the give to the back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It was starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Wants to throw. It's Ncaa. That's reeled in. It's Sanders. There he goes. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense.
Man, a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Rides the back on the option to give. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding onto the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Catch in the middle, it's Ncaa. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock, that is at a premium for this offense.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. No, he should have had that one right in his hands, and he couldn't hang on. Typically, he makes that play. It'll be 2nd down. Offense walks through the line for play number 7 of the drive. Back to pass, it's Ncaa. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, USC! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talk about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Second down, they'll go to the air. That's caught. It's Marion. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And this is the part of the game where you could really see this guy take over, right? Like, you've got the lead, the big running back. He's physical in the fourth quarter, starting to get a little bit tired. Let's see if he can keep this going.
Back to throw. It's Beck. Swings it out to the flat. Knocked down after a short game, but enough to move those chains.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Fires to the big fella. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And now on second down for this offense. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And this is a moment with the lead late on third down that I would put the ball in the quarterback's hands and trust him to get this first down and keep you on the field. He's one of the most highly rated guys in the country. Throwing it, and if it's not there, use his God-given athleticism to go keep these sticks moving.
Extending the play. Shoots it to the left. Makes a connection. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
The Canes will snap it. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to go up top on first down. It's complete to the right. Turning it on. That completion will take him inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball. And because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it. 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
Touchdown, Canes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Lemon. He's got great speed. Got a little room. Powers through. He goes out of bounds at the 38-yard line, and just spectacular work from the return unit on that one. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. To the air, it's Mayava. Got the back over the middle. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
And that's exactly what this defense needs to do. The clock is your friend. Try to keep them in bounds. No big plays, and let that clock just tick.
And the Trojans can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. He's open on the right. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Down to the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. And it's picked off at the goal line. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And it's nice to play defense when you know it's a passing situation. They've got to throw the football. They don't have another option. You can tell they took advantage of that, played great D, broke on the football, and forced the INT and put one nail in the coffin.
They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Got enough for the 1st, and he's still going. He's loose down the left side. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Miami! And the route is on. These guys looking to put the finishing touches on this game with that score.
Yeah, I think you feel confident that ends it, right? Late in the game, it would take a miracle for the defense to get back in it. That miracle is no longer coming now.
And they tack on the extra point. It's 35-13. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. He'll bring it out. And the ball is loose on the return. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they get the ball right back.
Hey, as a return guy, you know that you're going to get popped. You know you've got guys that have a 50-yard run at you trying to dislodge the football. You've got to do a better job of ball security.
And while the game is all but decided, why not try to get another one if you can? That's part of the fun, right? Looking downfield, it's back. Wideout trying to get it in. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Hurricane.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Lining up for the PAT. And it's no good. He missed the extra point. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks like a penalty on the kickoff as the ball goes out of bounds. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Caught over the middle. It's Strachan. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to...
And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Cade! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense here in the 4th quarter. They're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
How in the world did he miss that? Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. bringing it out. They stopped the return right there, and that will do it. This one is in the book. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, two really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.